them run like this anymore. I mean, you're still going to use them. Some people will because you just don't have an option because you've leveled them up. But they're going to be nowhere as effective as they used to be. Hey there, it's Big Tony over here at Natchy coming in with a little Beacon Rush action. This is War Robots, and we're going to talk a little bit about a few things that are going to die in 9.4. Specifically, let's talk about, we're going to cap a few beacons, see if we can't get a few wins for you guys today, but let's go ahead and start off with what's on top of the emoji right here. The harpoon weapons. Their firing rate is going to basically, they're going to be cut in half. I mean, it's going to take twice as long to fire these. Killing the damage per minute outcome massively by anywhere from 40 to 45%. You might as well say they're done. You're not going to see them run like this anymore. I mean, you're still going to use them. Some people will because you just don't have an option because you've leveled them up. But they're going to be nowhere as effective as they used to be. So I'm not going to say RIP that they're dead, but I am going to say that they're on life support. And you'll want to look for alternatives to this going forward. And I'm probably going to put my, on here I will probably put my maces on and a cudgel, because the cudgel only took a small hit. But yeah, harpoon weapons, pretty close to hitting the bottom rail. Now, the Seraph guys, I'm going to do some more testing on it, but I think the Seraph is done. I mean, they're slowing that thing down. It's going to be nothing more than a Reaper fire. A Reaper target up in the air. Snipers running, Crises, Behemoths, anything that has some significant firepower is just going to obliterate those things. Even if you have the specialty pilot and you get engine expert, you do everything right for it, it's still going to be slow in the air. They have effectively Fafnered and outjuned the Seraph on this one, guys. So RIP to the Seraph. You're not going to see as many of these on the battlefield anymore. And people will be looking to replace them with something else. And of course, I have two emojis. I'll run my emoji over a Seraph. The Seraph is just not going to be that effective anymore. And it will be good for it'll be good for a PvE though. I think it'll do fine there because you don't have to be very mobile. You just have to use its special ability, and you can just zap on things. I think that'll do just fine. But in regular gameplay, not going to see it that much. Mars, guys. Mars is still going to be usable, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere as close to effective as a tactical hit and run bot as it was. You can't throw the turret and run 100 miles an hour now. Or, you know what I mean. It's really, really fast. And it's not going to be that way anymore. So you throw the turret, you better be in your tactical position when it happens. I mean, it's not going to be dead in the water, but it's definitely going to get hurt. And it's not going to work anywhere as good as it used to be. Let's go ahead and talk about another bot that's dead on arrival. And I have two of them in my hangar, and that is the Angler. I think they finally pushed it to the point where I think Angler is going to go way sub-meta. I think you're going to see it relegated to, lower leagues. It's just not going to be able to stand up to Champion League, having its mobility reduced, and it's just they're trying to kill it off. Too many people had it. Too many people are running it, and I'm guilty of it myself. I run two of them usually. Even in the nerf state they are right now, I still run them. But I'm probably going to replace them. I probably will replace them with the Ochocochis. They're going to be far more effective brawlers than, sadly, the Angler is. Now, if they want to bring the Angler back as a brawler, they're going to have to give it more defense points. They're going to have to make it more like a Fenrir. So right now it has really no real good defense to it. It's got a shield, it's got some good hit points, but it has really no defense points to it. They'd have to add that to it since they've nerfed the speed out of it. Because that was something that was, there's a nice kill right there. That was something that made the Angler vicious, was its speed on the battlefield. And honestly, I wouldn't shock me if people continue to try to run it, that Pixonic will hit it again with another nerf. There's another Titan Slark. Love it. Wouldn't surprise me if they hit it with another nerf. Just to put the final nail in the coffin in 9.5. I mean, they have it out for it, just like they had it out for the Aojun, just like they had it out for the Fafner. It's just overused and abused, and people have been just settling for it and not increasing on their hangers and not building on their hangers. They're just staying with what they have, and stagnation is not what this game promotes. It's always promoting you, rebuilding your hangar, getting new equipment, replacing old stuff with new stuff. That's just the way the game is structured, guys. And really, I don't get too mad about it. That's just the way this game is. And it's been that way since the dash bots. We're talking many years ago. This nerf and buff cycle has been around for a long time, and it works for Pixonic. So nothing's going to change on that. So you either have to adapt to it, deal with your nerfed bots and weapons, or you got to quit. I mean, there really isn't much option in there. Okay, I think, I got hammered out right there. We're finding a way to lose this match. And you got some beacons. I got more than a few kills going here. Okay, let's bring it out. The future to be nerfed. Now, this build right here is all nerfed. The Kestrel drone is getting nerfed. The harpoon weapons are getting nerfed. The angler is getting nerfed. This build right here is fun right now. It's going to be horrible when the live server update happens in 9.4. It's just not going to have the speed. It's not going to get the special benefits from the Kestrel drone as much as it used to. And of course, the harpoon weapons won't fire, will fire half as many times as it does right now in a given minute. So this build here, probably dead on arrival, guys. If this has been something you've been building towards, you're going to replace it. Get Siphoses and a Cestus on here. Get yourself a hammer and cudgels, because cudgels took a little nerf, but 5% is nothing. That really is nothing in the broad scheme of it. It's the firing rate, which really, really impacts how a weapon does. And when they start cutting it down by almost half, like they're going to do to the harpoons, those weapons are going to be all but kind of useless as a brawler weapon. It really is. Okay, yeah, we're finding a way to lose this one, guys. I'm down to my last bot. We're botting out as well. We had it going in the right direction. I got like 10, at least 9 or 10 kills right now. Space Boy, you see now, he can motor pretty good. And that's, good for the moment, but that is going to be changing. So, definitely, guys, it's going to be a whole new game in 9.4. And this is, we get used to this, guys. A couple times a year, we go through these massive, massive rebalances. And it resets the game, gets people buying and spending. It stirs up the economy. And you know what? It works. I can sit there and gripe about it and complain about it, but you know what? It works. And it's been, 8 years of it working. This game's almost 10 years old. Dashbots came out, was it 7, 8 years ago? It's been working ever since then. This constant reshaking up of the game, re-hammering out of the, what's in the meta. And you know what? I'm going to give it to them. Pixonic's been brilliant on that, business-wise. For the game player, especially free-to-play and pocket change, it's been really brutal. And a lot of people, come and go from the game because of that. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick look here. Yeah, we managed to lose that one. That was a good match, but wow. Alrighty, guys, quick tell of the tapes, and we're on to another match here. 5.8 million, 11 kills, 2 beacon caps. Wasn't for lack of killing things, but you can see we lost it on the beacons. When our top beacon getter gets 7, and the majority of us get 2 or less, what do we expect? Now, definitely having, only one real good beacon capper on my squad, on my hangar, which was the emoji, really didn't help that much. But look over at the other side. Everyone had 2 beacon caps and above. Seriously, they wanted it. They got it. We got no one to blame but ourselves on that one. Alrighty, guys, let's hop into another match and see if we can't, let's do it a little better and see if we can't get ourselves a win. Alrighty, guys, here we go. We're hopping into a factory map match here. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can't do this a little better this time. Let's cap a few more beacons, and let's hope our teammates. Oh, I'm already seeing. I see a Razdor. Oh man, I see a bendy bullet harpy right next to me. That's not a good sign. That's a camping build. It likes to sit and pick on things. Oh, there we go. I see a Skyros. If you got a Skyros, you're in Beacon Rush and you drop, and there's at least one Skyros on your side, and if he's relatively leveled up, that is a really good indicator that you're going to have a good match. Because that person is beacon-centric. Oh my gosh, let's pound on this guy. We have ourselves an arachnid invader right there. I'd like to get one of those. I do have the specialty pilot that came out for the Ultimate Invader. I'll never get the Ultimate Invader, but I did get the pilot. So I'm really thinking about grinding out an Invader, or if I see one pop up on deals, I might just pick one of those bad boys up, because that is a little tank. I mean, seriously, that'd go just great sitting next to my Fenrir. Let's go ahead and we got to clean this out. We got to get some beacons here, folks. An Erebus. Let's get rid of the Ravana first, then we'll get rid of the Erebus. Now we will work on this right here. I'm beat up. I'm off to go airborne. Maybe I can get another kill out of this. I've got them all drawn over here. That's actually a good thing. This is kind of like what I call a flypaper maneuver. I get everyone over here drawn to this beacon, and they're stuck focusing on me. And everyone, that clears up the beacons for everyone else. And you can see they're all focused right around the beacon there. And the rest of the beacon's wide open, and my buddies in blue have capitalized on that. So outstanding. Good job, blue team. Okay, let's see if we can continue it. Let's go ahead and push it up here. See if we can't take a few bots out while we got them all focused in this area. And, oh, come on. I worked so hard to get him. Okay, that works. Now, I got a beak drone on here. The beak drone is going to get nerfed, guys. The armadillo, the beak, the kestrel, they're all taking a nerf, guys, because everyone's been running those, and they're no longer leveling them up. So they're shaking it up to get, some reinvestment into drones. Even though microchip currency is so hard to get and is so expensive. I mean, that's really the problem here, Pixonic, is it's not that we're not using those drones or we're overusing one set of them. It's just none of us can afford to level up other ones who are in the pocket change or free to play category. There's just no way we can do it. So that kind of skews your numbers. That the armadillo is overused. Yes, you've got the kestrel drone, which yes, it is overused, and there's a reason for that, because it is an OP drone. It actually could use a little nerf down. But the armadillo is just a good general purpose one. It really don't need to be adjusted any, but it has been abused with the Skyros. The Skyros is kind of to blame for the armadillo nerf, because running beacon to beacon to beacon can get all these defensive points racked up because of the armadillo drone. And so many people have run, the beak for its on high damage, stealth capability. And they've really shortened that from like 5 seconds to like 3 or 2 seconds. They're just really nerfing the duration of that stealth. So it's really not going to do you much good. So my guess is we're going to be getting some more drones coming down the field that are going to kind of fill that void. And I just don't know if it's going to be another stealth meta or it's going to be something else. Just don't quite know yet. But let's go ahead and work on this guy right here. I'm running out. My weapons just got hammered out there. MK3 electric shift. Okay, we have really hit these guys hard. They've got some serious firepower on that side. But we have managed to grab these beacons, did that fly paper trap maneuver at the very beginning. And that has allowed us to get into a position here, because I tell you, I'm kind of botting out here. I mean, these guys are really slugging it out. So let's go ahead and bring out this monster right here. Let's see if we can't get a few things killed here. Maybe we can kind of stem the flow here, because we've lost almost all the beacons. So I'm gonna have to do some kills, and maybe we can thin out the herd, and maybe my buddies in blue can cap a few more. This is going to be, if we win this one, this is going to be a hard-earned one, because it's because of that first strike we did, where we were able to get them all gathered together, and we got it really swinging our way quick right up from the get-go. There we go. Finally got that invader out of there. Strike first, strike fast, no mercy when it comes to beacons on the beacon rush, guys. You really, really got to run Cobra Kai on it. Okay, let's go ahead and... Oh, come on, right there. Let's get that Kepri up in the air. Let's give him a little love. Ooh, he's tough. Tough little turkey. Just took everything I threw at him and smiled. And I took a second round as well. Oh my gosh, that was a little beast. Oh, no, you get out of here, you Indra. Sorry, ain't gonna happen. Okay, we're starting to tank them out. That's good. That is really, really good. We've got the majority of the beacons coming back here. Come on, just come out of phase shift there, pal. Electric slide or whatever. Yeah, your electric slide there. Oh, there we go, boy. No, I think that might have been. Yeah, that was an angler. the standard yellow-skinned angler. Okay, yeah, we got this one wrapped up. Yeah, that's it. See if we can get one more kill, maybe. Not going to happen. But this was a much better match compared to the first match. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the tail of the tapes, and then we'll wrap it up for you guys. Alrighty, guys, quick tail of the tapes, and we're out of here. 7 kills, 3 beacon caps. Got a little better on the beacon caps on that one. Definitely my team here. You can see more people were getting beacons than they were not getting them. On the other side, they hustled. They really worked for it. And this was a struggle. It was definitely a better, more balanced match. It had a better feel to it. Fly trap maneuver. If you can get the entire red team to single in on you at a specific beacon on the far edge of the map, and they all congregate there, that clears out the beacons for your team to do their job. And in this case, my team did the job. In other matches, sometimes when you run randoms, you kind of flip a coin. Sometimes they'll work with you, sometimes they'll work against you. But in this case, it worked well in my favor. Alrighty, guys, we talked about a lot of things today. There's a lot of bots that are going to be DO. There's a lot of things that are going to be DOA on the next update. Drones, they're going to get hammered. They're going to be less important in the game. The big three, Beak, Armadillo, Kestrel, they're going to be less important in the game now. So some of those meta builds that require those aren't going to be as good. Angler, dead in the water, I think. I think it's going to become a paperweight. It's definitely not. I think they finally nerfed it to the point where it's obsolete. And who knows, I'll probably hit it again. Same with the Seraph. They've hit that multiple times. Seraph's going to get hit again. It's going to be a big floating balloon. You might as well have a hover. Or you might as well be up there with a Fafnir, guys. It's just a big floating target. That's what it's going to be. Harpoon weapons, I don't think they're going to be gone, but they're going to be nowhere as useful as they used to be. K-lasers, 1,100 meters of blah. They're going to be nothing. They're done. I think the K-lasers have been nerfed into obsolescence, and for everyone who's spent time leveling them up, including yours truly, are just kind of out the resources on that one. So what can you do? That's just the cycle of the game, guys, and we discussed that in match a little bit. You either improvise and adapt and overcome, or you might as well just quit. I mean, seriously, there really is no in between. Either get used to it, or get out of the pool, guys, because nothing that we can do, either as content creators or as the public, are going to change the business model for this game. It's been running for 8 years this way, and it's just not going to change. The day it does change is probably the day the servers will shut down. So, I guess that's just my 2 cents for the day. Alrighty, guys, time to bail out here. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. If you like what you're seeing and hearing, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications. That way you know when I'm dropping it. Alrighty, guys, stay safe and healthy. Watch out for each other. I'll catch you on the battlefield.